What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City match reaction, match analysis and match review. A City win 4-0 away from home in our first ever game in Slovakia, as we won against Slovan Bratislava away from home in the Champions League. So before I do digest all the talking points from this game, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel. It is free to subscribe. Don't forget social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Big Up, on my Twitter, on my Instagram, on my TikTok. Do go and check them out. Links and details there in the description. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out my email if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. That is also in the description. Do leave a thumbs up, that would be great. We're aiming for 100 likes, and do let me know your thoughts as well in the comments below. So, my thoughts from this game. Well, I felt like Manchester City really could have scored 10 if we were clinical in this game. This game felt weird, like a pre-season game, like a training match. It was all too easy for Manchester City. Slovan Bratislava came away in the first minute, should have scored, and then proceeded to do nothing for the rest of the game, allowing Man City far too much space, especially in the first half of the first half, where City really could have scored 5 or 6 goals. They didn't. They came away with a couple of goals. We went in at half-time 2-0 up, and I'm always happy to go in at half-time away from home. In the Champions League as well, 2-0 up, but I can't help but feel like at half-time we should have been making changes, because we should have been 4 or 5 up, and we weren't at our clinical best. And even maybe 1 or 2 of the goals that we scored were a bit scruffy as well. They weren't exactly clean goals. A big deflection for Ilkay Gundogan's goal, of course. So, yeah, Manchester City definitely not at their clinical best in this game, and I think I take away that more than anything else from this game, that in the build-up to the Fulham game at the weekend, Man City could really do with working on their shooting and putting the ball into the back of the net, hitting the woodwork 3 times as well. We really should have come away with more than just scoring 4, but what a nice problem and predicament to be in, that we've only scored 4 goals, we've kept a clean sheet, we've won a game in the Champions League under pressure, because it was a must-win game this for Man City as well, after dropping points against Inter Milan at home in the first game in the Champions League. But yeah, there's still a lot more that Man City need to do, and even though we've won 4-0, I can't help but feel that at the weekend against an in-form Fulham side who are looking pretty good, that Manchester City need to do so much better than what they did in this game. Now, in terms of my overall analysis from this game, as I said, looking towards the shooting, the expected goal rate, I mean, City have had near 30 shots in this game. More shots were off target than on target, and obviously everything's pointing towards City need to improve on their shooting and having shots on target and putting the ball into the back of the net. I'm looking towards the City had a very high percentage on their pass accuracy, yet in the midfield, still things are looking a little disjointed. City are still experimenting on things in midfield, and my biggest concern that I've got is the absence of Rodri is going to leave our midfield looking unsettled and unbalanced. Pep Guardiola, it's crystal clear to me, is looking for a bit of physicality in midfield, whether that come from someone like John Stones or Manuel Akanji, even Matheus Nunes could go in there. Somebody who's got a bit of physical presence, that if you've got long balls coming over, we've got somebody who can compete in the air to help win the first balls, and also a player who can really help with the second balls as well. And that's not really something City have in their midfield, and they're relying on other players to be able to help cover in that position. And I've got a feeling that from now through to the end of the season, in the absence of Rodri, that we're going to be doing a lot of what we've seen over the last couple of games against Newcastle and Slovan Bratislava away, where Man City are going to be looking towards trying to experiment and trying to find them different options, and different players are going to be able to offer Pep Guardiola something a little bit different, which means you're always chopping and changing. There's always going to be changes to the team, and if you've got a winning formula, you don't want to change a winning formula. If something is linking up really well and it's working, you don't need to change it. Now, that could be a case that if we do have Kevin De Bruyne come back, that the midfield starts to look more balanced, then great. One thing I really took away from this game is I wanted Phil Foden to come out and have a good game, and him grabbing an assist and grabbing a goal is fantastic, and to me it warrants Phil Foden starting once more at the weekend against Fulham. And if he can put in a really good performance then all of a sudden the Kevin De Bruyne problem eases on us. But this Rodri problem is becoming a real problem for Manchester City. The experimenting, the unbalancing of the team. To me, I want a settled midfield, but with how injury prone the likes of John Stones and Mateo Kovacic are, it's always going to be chopping and changing in midfield, which means it's never going to really settle itself. And with City playing every 3 to 4 days now for the foreseeable future, it's going to be very difficult for Man City when it comes to rotating their team to find that happy balance. And to me, it was exposed against Newcastle. It looked unbalanced and unsettled, and it was exposed and unbalanced in this game as well. I thought a bit of link-up play. Ilkay Gundogan has grabbed a goal. That's fantastic. I still don't think he's anywhere near the heights of where Ilkay Gundogan can get to, and we could really do with Ilkay Gundogan hitting the ground running and getting back to his complete best sooner rather than later, because that would be a massive plus. I wanted to see more from Matheus Nunes in this game as well. I didn't see enough. He played a beautiful ball looking for Rico Lewis. Lewis should have scored. Man City not clinical once more, but other than that, didn't really see too much from Matheus Nunes. Pep seems to like using him out on the left wing, so it could be an option that we start to use someone like Jack Grealish cutting inside, or Savinho cutting inside. Jeremy Doku looked good on that right wing, just needs to start working on his end product, because his positions that he gets in are fantastic, and the end ball's really letting him down, and he needs to start improving on that, to me, if he is to start displacing Savinho and Jack Grealish out of the team. So there's a lot still to be worked on and a lot still to improve on. You also need to remember it's only October 1st. We're still only a few games into the season. It's only our second Champions League game of the season. Things are going to take time, and City are notorious with being far better and looking far better when we get towards the back end of the season rather than the start of the season. So it's going to take a bit of patience. There's going to be more frustrations. There's going to be more than likely bad results at some point along the way for Man City as well in the season. It's a marathon of a season. It's hard work that's made even more complicated due to a couple of very important injuries. Nathan Ake, Oscar Bobb, Rodri as well. We've not had Kevin De Bruyne for the last few weeks as well. It's complicated, and we need to preserve the squad and its fitness, which is probably why City never really got out of third gear today, because it didn't need to. 4-0 away from home's a good result. Do we need to bust a gut to win 9-10-0? It'd be nice if it was clinical, we could do it without really getting out of third or fourth gear, but to go through them gears and make a statement win, I feel like would do City's confidence the world of good. But do you want to do that at the risk of your team burning out and looking tired against Fulham in a really big Premier League game heading into a long 2-week international break? We're at home. We want a positive result, so that has to be the predominant focus from here. Rest and recover tomorrow. Then we start thinking about Fulham from Thursday onwards, ready for Saturday afternoon at the Etihad Stadium in a huge Premier League game. Other than that, only other talking point I've got is Man City's set pieces. It was great to see John Stones towards the end winning a couple of headers, because we've hired a set piece coach, and our defending on set pieces has looked iffy this season, and us attacking set pieces has looked very iffy this season. So I'd like to see more returns from set pieces because of how attacking Man City are. I feel like Man City could really utilise their set pieces, free kicks and putting balls into the box, direct free kicks, having shots at goal, corner kicks as well. All very important attacking options for Man City. And, they're fine margins, really fine margins. I think it's just something that City could really work on. And I don't think we've seen much reward on a set-piece expert coach being hired this summer. That Man City have looked better this season than last season on their set-pieces. Because to me, I've not really noticed any difference. It doesn't look like Man City's forte. And we could really do with making it our forte, because it's a very useful asset to have. Always got to be thinking. So there we go. They're my thoughts. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't get me wrong, delighted with the 3 points, clean sheet and winning 4-0. A-OK, brilliant, double thumbs up from me. Still a long way to go and plenty to take away from this game as well. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Do leave a thumbs up. 100 likes is the aim. Do subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and my Big Up, where I'm going to be doing a live stream tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. BST, where I'm going to be looking more at the match analysis and tactics side of this win for Man City and looking ahead towards the Fulham game as well. So if you do want to go and check that out, the link is in the description and you can go and become a member. It is free to sign up, so I would appreciate any interaction towards that. Going to be doing a match analysis after every single Man City game for the upcoming season over on Big Up, so I would appreciate anybody checking that out. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And I'll see you all again real soon for the next video. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.